seen troops amassing at every border.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go. Think you can help?
Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
The victims at the Viceroy's culling have been buried, but they will not be forgotten.
This is no time to ride.
Ready, go? Faster!
Enough of you, are there? Farewell.
Come on.
Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Let's try. Let's try.
And what can I do for you? Go on, then. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
The finest bricks, fresh from the capital.
Master Lubor says Drake's fat. And what lawlessness is you and I? What? Alas. Still. Ours is... At least they did... So... That was your doing, was it? As for me... You and I... What? Alas... Still... Try not to die. Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon... Seems Blackthorn's the only one. It's just lying here, waiting for...
But unlike any...
Well spotted.
So this is... Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me. Put it all here. Clive. Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoiled little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. And I would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yeah, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts, just like the old Sid did. About all this scrabbling about in this.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then.
Oh, I plan, but I'll make sure Blackthorn gets.
Right. Ready to go home? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
How'd you lot get on? I brought back all that stuff Blackthorn asked for.
There you are.
Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust.
Nice to get out and about for once.
I'll make a start on putting this. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got...
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better...
Give us a shot.
Crack the crystal tip.
Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing. No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back, so... Here you are. Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid. All done?
Ain't so bad stretching your legs once in a while. Should do it more often.
not come up with something soon?
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid. I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal display. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are... And not only that, that was why. If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor...
You can stop there. Mid said we might... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass. The thing is, well, it's no longer a matter...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, very... I'll gather my tea.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Vale.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Let's go.
Oh, the, ruin?
Of course. Anybody home? things I do for you.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well...
All right.
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just...
Right. Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, which is why you need proper shields, a prism for the dragon's breath. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel, the helm and the plating are bulky enough as... I need something light. But I've...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel...
Tomes. I've got all the details. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Ivan's newest dish, is it?
Never drink
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. As you can...
I see.
I wondered if you might know...
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. And yet, we have made a home here from those...
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. An obelisk... I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation before the dragoons tamed the worms and whites.
So if we could
it might be applied to some material. I shall speak to them. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, the knowledge of the past may...
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young...
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames.
So, Clive, who will accompany...
Very well. So then, what do we need?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a
White chocobo eggs. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little...
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so, in fact, that they now, of course.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will. Now, where's Jill?
There's two.
Do you see anything you like? I'll be here if you need me.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have use.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stores, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin. Fresh cuts. Come and get them before.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes. That pack of yours is full to bursting. All anyone ever wants anymore is water and grape.
What do you want? If that's what you want.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpo... But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Talia, and now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a...
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway. Under the what?
Apparently, it'll be...
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice, just...
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, followed by a rigorous, perhaps...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. What subject shall we consider?
Hugo Kupka's dead, isn't he? We don't have to live in fear of him anymore.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know...
You found something for it?
He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant.
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shit.
Displacement.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's crap. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Fuck for that.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for the...
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black... That's what she was meant to be. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things... I want people to sail aboard her by choice. Not in a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about that?
Something tells me it's what me dad...
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that you're little.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let on.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive, we'd finished sending half the... No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said that...
She said that?
She did.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There should probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. Am I still... Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across. But anyway, I've got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in...
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Troubling, well...
So what? Mid...
Well, but next time you plan on visit...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Just like when we built this place.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav?
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing Scars, till the Republic left.
Crack the crystal too.
Hopefully it's nothing. What could be wrong with... Trouble with the ledgers. Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting, and you might still be doubting. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard still. He's got a keen eye. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with the metal itself wasn't anything to write home. You could slice a man clean in two.
So that's what's trouble.
No.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better...
That's about...
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith.
You're a soft... I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows.
I've got a few more things to pack before I leave.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. I didn't say how we're wrong with him. He used to love cracking the bones. Didn't like him. You not been working him?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman...
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things happen different. Perhaps Hippocrates...
Instead of everything.
You're looking...
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about this...
Running around after it?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wondrous. There's not many like that make it as far as the twig, which made it nicer.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate the war. Lawsman.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. She says he's hardly been touching his...
I rather think all canids are instinctively inclined to crack, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be. If we assume that his newfound... It may well be that the frostwolves, after all, habituate as to where one might find...
I don't recall ever seeing...
And little wonder. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near...
Even so.
Good hunting, Clive.
We need to find a way into Drake's tail. And we will.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Nick told me she was building a ship.
In case you've forgotten, Twin Side's under siege.
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening. A little. Listen, and it's... Maybe... Sadly, I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you, the man in charge of the place you've been... Well?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame.
We owe 3 of our most...
Each. They lent us the...
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my...
No, we don't. And no, you won't. After the King's ransom, besides.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have... Is there anything I can do?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to...
Rocks.
Rocks? These little somethings Sid and I set aside, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will.
But you know how it is with this place. Or as...
I know.
Go. Because I'd rather, lady.
Well... I said...
Don't worry.
Really? Do you think so?
No.
How are you doing? I'm sorry to drag you into this, just I couldn't think who else to... Here you go. Seen enough?
Oh, I wasn't expecting you, but I'll be here waiting.
I think Mid might need some help.
Well... Here.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this lovely bit of kit, yes. Problem is, which is why.
I imagine Ty.
Proper.
So what exactly?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample, she'd you pour the blackest blight. So, I did a bit of... And do you know what I found out? It's...
I take it that...
I saw it would have gone myself, but... Well...
All right.
Thank you, Coy.
Here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world. The state of the realm is ever-changing.
run like the wind. Thanks, Cal.
Think.
Really? Oh, aye. Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend.
How does a merchant?
Oh, the man's a coward.
He sent the two of us.
My brother's right on all account.
We may have seen our...
You, however, chances are...
Well, if I'm going to...
You've clearly...
We're luck now. Reckon he won't be...
All right.
No, you just put an end to those ban.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait...
Clive!
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you, and though I doubt it's what...
A star, Ruby? It's worth at least twice what you owe me.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If we're... Anyway, why are you a bit much sending the Lord Mark?
Something like that.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently probably knew that with Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but and when Sid passed away, we were all...
His death was hard on everyone.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. I reckon what he saw in Sid, and don't we all? That... Suppose now I have to find someone who can actually afford a star, Ruby.
certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers much, which means we owe the lawsman nothing. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your...
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff
now.
Do something.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Back again, are you? Any more trouble and you'll be barred for life.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room.
My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed.
Please. His lordship is going through a difficult...
Redeem! Get...
Very good, Lord. Would you mind stepping outside?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's... He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a certain blade was a single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it. You are welcome.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes.
A condition I would be...
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves were.
I did not. No. Every ill-gotten coin.
And that's where
I shall speak to Lord Ignac.
That will be very...
Farewell.
to fight. You deserve a rest.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off! Titan!
This must be Ignax. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right.
I hear I have you. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern.
A formidable name. Well, Wyvern, Redeem here tells me you wish...
A few moments of your time should...
You're a peculiar...
Master Wyvern was...
Oh, true. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her... It was made in... and is used they believe. No combat. Each sword is made for that... There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hide such...
Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the... But it is the final, a mineral, quite foreign to this great realm. And that, Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hard. Take this, the very stone of which I spoke. Far and a far more.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord.
I am locked in bitter competition with the right. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel. But
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis, and is a perennial thorn in my...
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. Redeem! We mustn't dawdle!
I think his lord... Coming, my lordship.
Trust Uncle Bart now. Come on.
Yeah!
I can walk from here. Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty. Your reign is over. Now to collect... This looks like the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it. If Hawaii needs more than this...
There's talk at the glass.
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I
want to see you.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and oil of talc?
Milady.
Gifts? Oh, ma.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the hideaways and to...
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his bauble. The man owes me nothing. My contribution to the restoration effort...
You once told me Sid did you a kind... I'd like to do the same. Please, and for Otto's. For all of us. For all...
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
Otto had a son.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened.
I didn't know.
How could you have? Besides Sid, an ill habit.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with it.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build? Yeah. He said it was something.
I noticed you and Torgal, like... So that'll teach me for... All right, now we know what you're after.
Speaking of which, I brought one...
You can, huh? In return, you can...
I was just on my way to see...
Ah, were you able to...
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good.
Lady Karen sends a thank you.
Ah, do you recall our conversation concerning Lady...
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reason, the Fenrir of legend, and while the powers attributed to...
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the best. Consider that in addition to... In short, the icons hitherto... And that number has only... One can but speculate, as...
He has seemed...
And if I'm not mistaken... How good it is to see you, Clive. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Sorry for the... And hopefully he'll agree with what...
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
Aye. A whetstone?
Yes.
No wonder one hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever forward to. Good luck on the battlefield. You're saying...
Even so.
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and there'd be no replacing this little rock. I reckon we get a dozen swords from swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about finishing our blades with a whetstone. And what's finer than fallen masonry? Just imagine it. Good. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make some.
I'm sure the curse breakers just...
Don't you worry about me. I've been working day and night since I was half your age. And I'll still be here when you're... Hey. Thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August 2. Yes.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right.
What do you need? What do you want? Should last you a good while. And? Clive? So, what'll it be? That it? Fine. Wish I could take one of our...
All right, there's. How's that hunt for the...
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty. You're a gent, Sid. Right then. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like...
Very impressive. There's no need.
Don't be... Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours?
What kind?
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old Bar. I reckon if we...
Well...
That's the spirit. Well?
It certainly feels...
Right?
Thank you.
No. For supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. And I'm telling you...
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Good. So, Lady Karen...
Ah. But she was just too stuck. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me...
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as it.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. All done?
They told me she was building a ship.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
Lady Carrot Goat tells me you... Would you prefer the...
Mod Tech. I don't reckon I may have tossed a talent, but those were donations.
Of course not. Surely you wouldn't shun the...
Oh, fine. Where'd you even get this? A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
I hear you ended up... Thanks to this lot, I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which...
Oh! So...
I've seen that.
Yeah. It was the only goblet Sid ever used.
I knew so little about him.
Most people.
Martha and the Dame both seemed... How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died, back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship. He bought passage to... We set up drinking Island rum until the quit my post not long after that. But me and Sid stayed close. There was the magic woke inside and there was no hiding his neck.
Couldn't you and your...
My family... Well, that wanted the monster. I couldn't turn my back on, and I couldn't for the life. Luckily, it was him who stood beside me when... All him. And he was true to his word, too. Threw away everything I knew then. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
about it.
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
Run like the wind. Straight home now.
What's lively, you lot?
Oh, yes. These must be our bandits. If you ever want to see it again. least them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Ugh. Getting all of this out of here will be a night.
Seems we've found...
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing.
And how exactly will he be getting his...
You leave that to us. You've done your part. It's been a pleasure. Now,
there's no need to be so rude. What if we want...
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least.
The path continues on the other side. So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
Then we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Greager, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over. Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. Just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
Not much further to Bockland now.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Mother.
More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the crystal's blessing. Straight home now. Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. I can walk from here.
There are no crystals here. We have to keep...
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion. Bloody Crimson Templar. You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. Fine choice. May Gilbert
Out of my sight,
on
wretch. Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
You won't find any cheaper. Not nowadays. But you're more than welcome to look.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the Crystalline Dominion is still in effect. Only those whose business in Twinside has been officially approved by the Republican Army will be permitted to cross the border. All who seek entry are to form a line and ready their documents for inspection.
Looks like we aren't the only ones who are eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
Can't you make an
Not for the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Good, shall we? He must be around here somewhere.
Taste my peaches. They're sweet as nectar.
I'll take the large one.
Ah, Good.
Clive,
Slow down, Good. Just tell us what happened.
it's me trader's pass. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to...
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Here.
It wouldn't surprise me. I'm busy.
So, to get...
I know No one knows more about...
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chock up.
No time like the present.
You two go on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of me stuff.
Right.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo, then.
And the other on our purses.
Did you hear about the Empire's black shields?
If you're looking for the Crimson Caravans, head out of the canyon and take...
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El! He's me mate!
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad? I gather Lady Karen didn't send you. So what trouble have you got yourself into this time?
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By little Ben.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then, we can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct? Now, I can't say for sure who took your pass, but I suspect I know why they did it. Let me explain. Ever since the Fist marched on the Dominion, the Republic has been clamping down on any commerce that might aid the Empire more than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from and with demand outstripping supply, they've become...
So the children are stealing passes to sell on...
Yes, and passes are inscribed with the names of their owners.
Which means?
That someone is the same someone who is... And the same someone who has Goots... Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back? And we want to catch whoever's behind it all.
Is there any other way?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's... But the guards will definitely spot you if you...
So either we find the people who took the pass...
All right.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Club. The proprietor of the furniture. I suggest that you...
The furniture maker.
Out of my sight, wretch!
Peaches and pears.
Come on, come on!
Jug of snake spit for the road?
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint. Show them your trader's path.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something. Ah, and all these.
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpocket.
For one, that they're targeting the harder to watch your back, see? Less chance of the mark. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. That was it.
Their eyes must have...
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to...
Thank you.
won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me to the Dominion. Life will be different.
Fish for sale! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry.
She's asked me to help her.
Is that so? Suppose for one, this isn't a family of street urchins, by the sound of it.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to...
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here.
It's worth a try.
All right then. Questioning children. How hard can that be?
Go and bother someone else, will you? I've got my trader's pass and I'll be leaving as soon as I'm able.
Excuse me?
Can't stop you.
I was just wondering if...
Only thing you grown-ups ever. So guess what I'm about to tell you?
Sorry.
I'll take the large one.
Do you have a moment?
What do you want?
What I want is to know who's asking children like you to pick pockets.
I don't know. Nobody's asked me. What's picking pockets?
No, you get in trouble for it. So if they come calling...
I picked a hole in my pocket once. Was that bad too?
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
You should come with me.
The little scamps you'll see running around here might be naughty, but I don't see any of them.
Come, taste my peaches. They're sweet as mint.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
What do you want? It's all right. We're not going to...
What about?
We've heard that some very bad people are making... We need to know who's behind it so we can...
I don't know much about it, really. He said he got a job. Doing...
Sounds promising.
We need to find him and ask.
Do you know where your friend might...
He's usually by the tents out...
Thank you.
Come on, come on!
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap. Water for hire.
That's that then.
She must have meant the refugee camp.
Let's hope he's still nearby.
Daddy! I'm hungry.
That big fat donkey was easy pickings. He wouldn't have noticed if we robbed his boots off him.
Yeah. Wish we hadn't handed over the pass, though. Could use one of those things to get out of this dump.
Chance would be a fine thing. The moment they found out they'd
Would they now?
Shit! We're in trouble now!
What do we do?
You two get caught if you want. I'm off.
Hunter! Where are you going?
So that was Hunter, eh? Jill, you watch these two.
All right.
He can't have gone far. I need to find him before his employers do. Did you see a boy run past?
There was a boy ran back there.
Thank you.
Shit. Cornered.
It's all right, Hunter. I just want to ask you some questions.
Fine. Not like I've got a choice.
I'm looking for the people who are making you steal for them.
Called themselves the Carstones. They said they'd give me good gillet. I knew they were bad, but bread didn't come at all half the time. Before I started buzzing for them, you know, if I didn't do it, they just...
Hunter.
You found him then?
Jill.
Eloise is watching over them. She sent Goots and I to look for you.
haven't got your pass anymore. If that's what whatever you do to me, I can't get it. Not that I go against them anyway.
Cowards. You will not force another child to do your bidding.
Wait, we're not...
Don't hurt him.
You're making a mistake. We're on the same side.
Like hell we are. That brooch. Where did you get it?
Master Theo.
Goots. What are you doing with these people? Unless you're the ones my sister was talking about.
Your sister? Eloise didn't tell us she had a brother.
And why would she? Theodore, at your service.
Theodore, what do you know of the Carth?
Vultures who have made Boklad. They prey on the desperate, stealing from those. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing. But it seems they've already stooped even. Hans is a good lad. Though if he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stone. Clive, was it? And my sisters asked you to help, but then we all want this.
So,
what else? We find the cast, you get your trader's pass back.
All right then.
All right then.
Couldn't if I wanted to. I tried following them once, but they spotted me halfway.
We'll try it this time.
Back down the road.
To Laney's Cleft then.
Laney's Cleft. To the south, past the camp. Better not have scared anyone.
That's that.
There are no crystals here. That's the one who's been sticking his nose in our business.
You should have minded your own.
I doubt these were the Rangers, but at least we know we're on the right track.
We got company! That's the lot.
bad haul today, eh?
Aye. Some of our new recruits are natural
especially the little ones. And Hans has gotten...
Scum.
The leaders of the castes don't.
They don't deserve any mercy, Club.
I wasn't planning on showing.
We're ready when you...
Oh, I'm ready.
Fuck. It's that guard from Bokland. Kill him. Kill them all.
And they say crime doesn't pay. Gold chains, rings, purses.
Have the names been changed?
Not yet. I recognize some of them. No, now I just need to sort through it all and return every...
We should go and give Eloise the...
Of course. Oh, and,
we'll be glad to.
Ah, Clive.
Quite the opposite.
So it was the casts and their demise solves. I only hope yours is among the... Speaking of whom...
You are too... Here, Clive.
I will.
Elle, I've asked our boys to... Can I count on your help in sort...
Of course. I expect you'll soon be on your way then. Would it now? Don't look so shocked. We're on the same side.
I don't understand.
As you now know all too well, we at the Crim, for a small fee, we will move anything that needs moving. Be that goods to market.
I was the first my sister helped escape. If it wasn't...
I had no idea.
It just so happens that we are seeking to expand our opera. And who better to join forces with than... Wouldn't you agree, Theo?
I would. It seems our purpose is the same in more ways than one. So what would you say to working together again?
It would be up.
And our honor.
The honor is ours.
Here, Clive.
What is it?
Elle has friends in high places, while I have associates in,
I shall bear it.
Well, all that remains, Goots's pass should secure you a place on the caravan. But if you encounter any difficulty...
We'll try. Right then. Let's get this back to Goots.
And then it's on to the Dominion.
Let me carry your goods.
Pardon me, but would you have that well-notched might you?
How exactly?
Well, being something of a and I require a rugged companion. Should you accept? Well,
My arm.
Wonderful.
But where are we going?
Along the old Zemeckis Road, and from there, on quickly.
Wait. I'd better be sure he doesn't get himself killed.
If only you arrived.
No, I just need to see you back in
coin.
Bad news.
Good, actually. Something worse. Only trouble is, the serving girl's still new to the...
What exactly are you celebrating?
I've come by a particularly fine... Gotan Rouge is the only good thing to have ever...
So I've heard.
Oh. So you, gentlemen, whom would you pass the good news to?
Sounds simple enough.
So you'll do it. You won't need to go for... Is Aldrich the porter? Millet free of the finest... Stop by again when...
I'll be right back. I've been asked if...
That's me, right?
The innkeeper sent me.
If he's just got hold of it now...
From the Empire to Boklad.
Such is the porter's lot. They'd Soraflam one day, then... The farther you're willing to... I'd say I've done it.
I see you've been of some...
Perhaps.
Finding someone. I was griping about my lot to a friend. Now, Joseph's...
Any idea?
Joseph's lived a...
Can't imagine there are too many great...
That's that then.
There are no crystals here.
What do you...
Just information.
Now you mention...
Which way did he go?
I buggered off down the road.
Why am I not surprised?
You'll hand over your coin, you know.
It's over. Are you hurt?
Happily not, good sir. More importantly, we have... airships, we call them. with very little thought to what wonders such a word might oblige me, if you would. Though we ourselves find fallen ruins to be nigh indestructible. A tantalizing mystery, no doubt. Come, good sir.
He's passionate. I'll give him that. Come on.
Yeah!
Be safe.
We don't want him.
Neither do I.
Well, we haven't seen him.
Yes, we have. We saw him climbing up the rocks. Those ones.
Maybe he found his thieves.
Mum won't let me near them.
Shh, now.
I only told him what you said.
I'd listen to your mother if I... Did Joseph's thieves really lug their stolen wares all the way out here? I think we've found our thieves. They don't look happy to see me. Let's get this over with.
Stop! Don't kill him, he's just protecting his home.
Joseph?
I don't know you.
Your porter friend sent me to find you.
Have I been gone that long? Wasn't hard finding the thief.
I take it things are more complicated than they appear.
I'd all but ruled out bandits before I even left the market. Because our thieves had no interest in gold or gems, or anything they couldn't eat for that matter. Add to that the rumors of goblins in the area, and I launched myself at them, full of righteous few. The others, they stole because it was that or starvation. I've been there myself.
So you spared them?
These goblins aren't native to the area, and once they've learned to hunt and forage...
I'm impressed.
Do me a favor. Let the porter know. Oh, and don't mention...
Your secret's safe with me.
I appreciate it.
Ambrosia. again.
All right then. Who's first? You're going to get yourself killed.
Oh, that would not do. That would not do at all. Not when such majesty stretches out before us. Behold, as Moss tells us, a battle was fought here in ancient time, in reaching for their holy sanctum. Alas, the full truth of the matter, we must not dwell. Onward!
Good girl.
Still in one.
It would seem so. And once more, though he offers alas.
Not if you keep running head for...
You are right.
Glad to help.
I fear you see, and so I came.
That's what this...
I am...
Fine.
Here.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears. Beets and
Come on, come on!
Caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
human. That's me. He thought why don't
Comes with we get meat. My old man. Anyway.
You won't find anything of this quality in Twinside.
Tight-fisted.
The Empire's your enemy, not us.
I'm looking for Bola.
Well, you found?
The innkeeper sent me.
I've never...
You must be a busy...
The market will be flooded. Oh, my heart goes out to them all. Plenty Triton when they do. You know what?
Hold on. I wonder if the innkeeper might spare a cup of that wine.
Come, taste my peaches.
I'll take the large. What I really
Juicy pears. Snake your thirst.
Jug of snake spit for the road? Porter for hire?
Joseph's fine. He's,
A good man. Thank you for...
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion.
If our new arrivals had brought...
I spoke to your friends. They'll be...
That's fantastic news. Thank you kindly. It's been a while since we all sat, and the way I...
How so?
Well, I wouldn't be... And then there's Mela, those three other... And without the market. Everyone... Right.
I hear you. If I'd have known, I would...
A go. Bottle, but...
Here they... The woes of the world.
Never a...
He cracked the crystal too.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Ah, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All done?
Clive, here you go. Think you can help?
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
Peaches and pears.
Come on, come on!
caravan stops next to the
Juicy
checkpoint.
pears! Slake your thirst.
What I really want to be...
Here you are.
Me... Oh, I'll have to say...
So should you and your friend...
We do, and it's hard. And Goot, you said you're trained. Well, I'm gonna be.
All right. We have a place on the wagon. Remember, Goots, we're mercenaries. You hired us to protect you.
Mercenaries.
And you remember the plan? You're to ride all the way to Twinside. Jill and I will go with you as far as the outskirts, then find our own way in.
I'll buy that stuff I need.
Right. And we'll scout out the Imperial's defenses.
There's a square with a big bell tower right in the middle of town. If you get lost, or out goes wrong, we can meet up there.
All right. Let's go.
I see. And you're quite certain your father has no knowledge of Ultima?
I am. I have no difficulty believing a sinister force has come to exert an influence on Sanbreque. But be that as it may, it is yet to claim my father. For better or worse, his radiance speaks his own mind.
Then the fiend works from the shadows.
I confess, when first you told me of this fiend, I had my doubts, and more than a few at that. A beast that labors to plunge Valisthea into turmoil, all in pursuit of your brother. But that wound is proof enough that evil is afoot.
Then I have your answer, Your Highness. You will join me in my fight.
I cannot. Not yet.
Your Highness, please.
As you are aware, the Dalmekian army is at our gates. They have lost their mother crystal, and with it all hope of a negotiated withdrawal. It is but a matter of time before they invade. If Bahamut is not here to meet them, my people will be slaughtered.
Though not by Hugo Kupka, thanks to Ultima's machinations. I know the fate of your people weighs heavy on your conscience, but if we do not put an end to Ultima's plans, they shall face a far darker fate. The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss. The lives of every man, woman, and child in the Twins are at stake.
I believe what you say, Phoenix. But I have duties of my own, and I must discharge them. Come what may. What do you know of my blood?
I know that it is wholly unworthy of the highest offices of state, which rightly belong to those of purer breeding. Alas. Your bloodline runs through the Oriflamme gutter, from a whore who weighed her child's worth in Gil.
Have you threatened my father?
Of course not. I merely whispered in his ear that his mongrel son is plotting a rebellion.
What?
Sylvester listens to the words of his astrologers. And they have ears too.
You have been feeding them your lies!
Should you remain loyal to Emperor Olivier, his radiance may yet crown your head with laurel, and not with tar.
Fork-tongued witch!
In consideration of your long years of service to the Empire, I shall forgive this uncharacteristic rudeness. Now hurry and make ready, Your Imperial Highness. Emperor Olivier expects much of you, Dion. Or should I say, of Bahamut. May your fire reduce his enemies to ash, till all of Valisthea bows to its rightful ruler.
There is another darkness that has taken hold of Sanbreque. And until its grip is released, the flames of war shall spread ever wider, just as Ultima wishes.
Forgive me. My family has caused you much grief.
You are not her keeper, Phoenix. This is a matter for the Imperial household now, and as a member of that household, it falls to me to resolve it. At such time as that is done, what strength I have shall be yours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let us take to the skies together, and bring a new dawn to Valisthea.
I should like nothing more.
Terence.
My prince.
Tell me true. Do you believe what I'm about to do is wrong?
We dragoons have but one leader, Your Highness. And we shall follow him unto the very end.
Thank you. This is my decree. For their crimes against the crown, the traitorous Annabella and her usurping son shall be put to death, and the Empire restored.
One would never guess that these people stood on the brink of war.
And they're afraid. They turn to drink to forget their fears.
Anything you want to forget?
The harbor is empty, and half the market stalls too. The city may seem peaceful on the surface, but it's balanced on a knife edge. Were we to give it a nudge, it might be just the distraction we need to reach the Mother Crystal.
I thought you might say that. We should send for Gav. We'll need someone to keep the fires we start from going out.
And we can busy ourselves scheming until he gets here.
I'll send a Stolas then.
is it, boy?
What's happening?
I don't know. Torgal! This way.
The city's on fire.
I'm sure Goots is fine. He'll be making for the square.
The one with the bell tower. In the middle of town, right?